Think and Grow Rich Chapter 4, Autosuggestion. Introduction. Welcome to this comprehensive deep dive into Chapter 4 of Napoleon Hill's legendary masterpiece, Think and Grow Rich. This chapter is titled Autosuggestion, and Hill considers it the absolute keystone of his entire success philosophy. It represents the third step toward riches, serving as the vital communication bridge between the conscious mind, where our daily thinking occurs, and the subconscious mind, which is the ultimate seat of action and habit. What is autosuggestion? Autosuggestion is essentially the practice of self-suggestion. It refers to all stimuli and suggestions that reach the mind through our 5 physical senses. More specifically, it is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed their subconscious mind on thoughts of a creative nature, or, by neglect, permit thoughts of a destructive nature to find their way into this rich garden of the mind. Hill explains that no thought can enter the subconscious mind without the aid of the principle of autosuggestion, with the rare exception of thoughts picked up from the ether. Think of your conscious mind as an outer guard or a gatekeeper. It has the inherent power to filter every impression that reaches you. However, Hill points out a tragic reality. Most people do not exercise this control. They allow negative, self-limiting suggestions to pass through the gates, which is why they remain in a state of lack and frustration. Hill uses the famous and powerful analogy of a garden. The subconscious is like a fertile plot of ground. If you do not plant seeds of more desirable crops, positive, constructive, and goal-oriented thoughts, then the weeds of failure, doubt, and poverty will grow in abundance by default. The garden doesn't care what you plant. It will grow whatever seeds are sown. The secret ingredient: emotion and faith. One of the most critical and frequently misunderstood points Hill makes in this chapter is that the mere repetition of words is entirely useless. You could repeat a positive affirmation 1,000,000 times, but if you do not mix it with burning emotion and absolute faith, nothing will happen. Your subconscious mind is not moved by logic. It only recognizes and acts upon thoughts that have been well mixed with deep feeling. This is precisely where most people fail in their self-improvement journeys. They read their goals mechanically like a grocery list. Hill insists that plain, unemotional words do not influence the subconscious. To get real results, you must learn to reach your subconscious with thoughts that have been emotionalized with belief. He acknowledges that this is not an easy task and requires relentless persistence. He reminds us that there is no such thing as something for nothing. The price of influencing your subconscious is the effort of persistent application. You must pay the price in full to reap the rewards. The power of concentration and visualization. Hill introduces the principle of concentration as a vital tool for making autosuggestion work. He instructs us to fix our minds on a specific, exact amount of money until that desire becomes a burning obsession. When you visualize your goal, you shouldn't just think about the numbers. You should close your eyes and actually see the physical appearance of the money in your hands. But there's a psychological trick involved. You must make your subconscious believe, because you truly and deeply believe it, that you must have this money and that it is already awaiting your claim. By doing this, you are effectively demanding that your subconscious hand over practical, actionable plans for its acquisition. You are creating a money consciousness that attracts opportunity. The importance of immediate action and inspiration. A common mistake many people make is waiting for a perfect, detailed plan before they start moving toward their goal. Hill advises the exact opposite. Begin visualizing the money and the possession of it now, and expect your subconscious to provide the plan as you go. When these plans appear, they often come as a flash of inspiration, a gut feeling, or an intuition. Hill calls this a telegram from infinite intelligence. The rule is simple and non-negotiable. Act immediately. When you receive an inspiration, do not hesitate or second-guess it. Do not trust your reason alone, as your reasoning faculty may be lazy, fearful, or faulty. Trust the promptings of your subconscious and move into action the very moment a plan is revealed to you. Practical instructions. The daily routine. To conclude Chapter 4, Hill provides a specific 3-step routine for applying the principle of autosuggestion in your daily life. He urges us to follow these instructions to the letter. 1. Find a quiet spot, ideally Go to a place where you won't be disturbed, such as in bed at night. Close your eyes and repeat aloud your written statement of how much money you intend to accumulate, the specific time limit for its accumulation, and a clear description of the service or merchandise you intend to give in return for the money. As you speak these words, you must see yourself already in possession of that money. Feel the texture of the bills. See the balance in your account. 2. Repeat night and morning. Consistency is key. Do this every single night before you sleep and every morning the moment you wake up, until you can clearly and vividly see the money in your imagination. 3. Keep it visible. Place your written statement where you can see it first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Read it until it is completely memorized and becomes a part of your internal dialogue. Conclusion and final thought. Chapter 4 teaches us the profound truth that we are the masters of our earthly destiny because we have been given the power to control our subconscious minds. Through the persistent, disciplined, and emotionalized use of autosuggestion, we can program ourselves for inevitable success. As Napoleon Hill famously wrote, "There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. The choice of which one to cultivate in the garden of your mind is entirely yours."